Thank you. I'd like to say on behalf of the Springersville residents, thank you for the new road. It was a wonderful gift to us and much needed and much appreciated. I'd also like to say thank you to Gary Naylor for his service. And Dale, you've got big shoes to fill, but with God's help, you'll be able to do that.
Thank you.
Let's all go before the Lord. Father, I lift up our national, state, and local leaders today. And I ask that you give them the strength to accept the things that they cannot change, the courage to change the things that they can, and yet the wisdom to know the difference. We're in troubled times amidst a lot of challenges, but you never promised that we wouldn't have troubled times. You said with God all things are possible, so we look to you today for our community leaders. We thank you for what you're doing here. Thank you that each day that decisions are made, that it'll be better for our community residents. Bless our time together as we look unto Jesus. In his name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Call this meeting of the Board of Commissioners to order. Please join us for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Approval of our minutes for our previous meeting, the January 5 meeting.
I'll move to approve minutes of the January 5th meeting.
Second. Yeah, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the January 5th meeting. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, department reports. Grant Administrator Jolisa Bates is here. Jolisa, what have you got for us?
I got a couple of things. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Community Crossings Grant. It is due on the 29th. I've been working on that application as the commissioners have directed me to go ahead and move forward with it. One of the things that I have to submit with that grant application is a financial commitment letter for our local portion. Our local portion on this project is going to be $534,330.70. I know that we've been working with Michael Main with Butler Fairman on this project to give us some cost estimates, and that is higher than the 25% match that we're required. But in order to do the projects, to put the alternates in there so that we can pull down that full $1 million, we had to go a little bit higher than what that 338,000
333, I thought.
somewhere around in there would be. So that's one of the reasons why that's not just the 25%. But I know you guys had approved the project to move forward, but I just wanted to come and before I had Dale sign this letter, have you guys approve that financial commitment of $534,330.70.
Okay, so we're, for this year, instead of a 25% contribution, it sounds like we're making more like a 50% contribution for the...
It is more than what it was, and what Michael had explained was in order for us to pull down that full $1 million, he wants the financial match to go ahead and be this, and then he's going to work, because remember all the alternates that we have in the project that we're actually going to take out and bid? He's going to get us as close to that 25% match as what he can, but in order for us not to be giving away the grant money or leaving grant money on the table, maybe I should put it that way, we had to do the project scope of 1.534. We had to do the project scope as that, but then we're going to back out of that number by putting it as alternates. That's what we didn't do last year, and the reason why we didn't get to use that full $1 million.
Okay.
And if you do have questions about it, I can try to call Michael Mank. I had given him the Zoom link, but I could call him on the cell phone if I need to or something and have him call in.
Well, we could approve the $534,000 match, but then his plan is to carve out the, what would amount to about $200,000 worth of
Of
change,
alternates, yes,
alternatives.
yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
And I think he had explained it at the last meeting, when you guys were throwing numbers around on that. It's basically, if it's not in the original scope of work, if it's not in the project cost when we submit it, and we can't do that where we break it out with the alternates. And that's why last year, we ended up losing about $207,000, I think it was total, because our bids came in so low. And he's still bidding that at about, what, $70 a ton, and it was coming in at 50 something. So there is some room there. But just so we don't leave great money on the table, this is what his, I guess you could say, answer to that is.
Okay. Well, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we need a motion then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make the motion to do what we need to do to get that accepted.
I'll second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second to, how do you want us to word this, Joe Lisa? Commit to the $534,000 figure, or,
Yes.
or approve?
I would do up to, that you're committing to a financial match of up to.
534,000.
That way, if it's not that exact amount, it's still worded correctly. Because
Okay.
we are planning on backing that out.
All right, the motion is to approve the financial commitment for the 2021 Community Crossings grant application to a $534,000. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Okay.
Let's hope this works.
I hear you. I hear you. But it was really hard walking away from that money that we had secured from the state and then not be able to do the project. So hopefully by putting these alternate bids in, we'll be able to use the full amount this time. And then the second thing is the Okra grant for the COVID-19 rapid response. That application is due on the 27th. You guys have already approved it. We're moving forward. Everything looks good. But we do have to go ahead and set a public hearing before the full proposal is due, which is in February. Mike Kleinpeter is requesting that the public hearing for that application be set for your meeting on the 16th, if that is acceptable with all of you. And he'll advertise for it and take care of all that.
Yeah, that's the same day as our drainage board public hearing. So,
We'll work it in there one way or another.
yeah, well, this one,
What time does it have?
this one would have to come in the commissioners meeting, not drainage.
At 2, yes.
So, yeah, you want to advertise it for
Yeah,
2 o'clock on the 16th of February?
yeah. Let's do that. If we're running that right during our meeting, we can always break and do that and then go back to our meeting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to that effect.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to advertise the Okra Phase 3 public hearing. This is Phase 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, Phase 3 public hearing for 2 p.m., Tuesday, 2 p.m., February 16th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
That's everything I've got.
Okay.
Is there any questions?
Thank you, Joe Lisa.
Thank you.
Matt Sharp's here from the Health Department. Matt, you have a 144 request again?
I do. I'm signed here. I have a 144 request for a part-time clerical. And he will, like my other staff, work either through the COVID grant or the testing grant. for the local health maintenance grant. It would just be part-time, just to help answer phones in the morning. We're really getting overwhelmed in the morning with phone calls, and then when we're trying to do testing and stuff like that. He works an evening job, so he's just available in the mornings for us, so I think it'd be a good fit for us from that morning rush. So that's what we want to try to get some assistance. We've had the state for the last 2 weeks has sent somebody down to help us, so they've been great help, but next week we lose them, so
Yeah.
we're really needing one more person to just help answer phones, because it's been a really backlog on us. I know I'm getting people calling mad because we've got 4 people answering phones and we're still missing calls, but I know there's some people upset with that, but we're doing the best we can and trying to get vaccines and COVID testing and answer phones and at the same time, so that's what the 144 is for.
Yeah, I know everything's probably been pretty hectic. Really, yeah.
To say the least. But I'm really proud of the staff. They're doing a great job. We're here doing the testing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday still. And then we're doing vaccines on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now we're doing the 70 and older. The state has sent us another shipment, so we have enough vaccine. They have it scheduled through January. I think we have 1 day left available if you want to get online at rshot.in.gov and sign up. It's still the 70 and over requirement, so we still have a few available. We've been getting a lot of people have been able to sign up at other sites as well, so that's been helpful to keep some of the numbers down, so where we're able to manage.
Okay, you got a phone number you can call if they don't have the internet?
Just the health department, but that's the problem. So 211 is also assisting. So 211 is the number I would recommend. If they don't have any luck with 211, they can try the health department. We're at this time, we are helping people schedule. Just I had to not allow staff to do it when we're doing vaccinations, because we are fully committed to, when we're doing the vaccinations, we don't have extra staff to take the time. It takes about 10-15 minutes to register everybody. So that's why if they can get online to that RShot and go through the registration process, it'll give them a time and everything set up. But so the Mondays and Fridays are after 4. If people can call, we can try to help them. But like I said, when we're doing the shots, it's almost impossible to do the vaccines, check people in, check people out, and register at the same time. So, but if I can get a little more part-time help on answering phones and stuff like that, should hopefully help.
Okay, does this come out of your grant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move to approve the 144 for Devlin, how you say his last name?
Foreman?
Foreman?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the 144 request from the health department. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. 3 ayes, Jane.
All right.
Okay, while you're here, Matt, can you share anything with the general public about our testing numbers recently, or how's this?
We are still in the red for the coming week. We did, our testing put us at a 2.5, which a 2.5 would be orange, but the state requirements is you do 2 weeks at that level before they will let us come down. So our positivity rate has come down a little bit, but it's still pretty high. So we still are right there on that borderline between orange and red as far as what's actually coming in the office. So everybody needs to continue to take precautions. But I am optimistic that we will at least come down to an orange. But it's going to be another week before we do that.
Is it reasonable to think that maybe the post-holiday surge may be starting to wane?
I mean, I didn't really see a surge from the holidays. It was just there was some testing backlogs and stuff like that kind of saw some higher numbers. But most of all of our high positivity rates were coming from family interactions mostly though, so it, I mean, you can say holidays, get-togethers or whatever like that, but it was family interactions that we tended to see a lot of people get sick from. So if one person brings it home, the rest of the family gets it, so, but we didn't really see that big influx of numbers. Our numbers have consistently been coming down, so that's a positive.
Okay. Are you getting how many vaccines are we able to get a week here in the county?
We've gotten 700 allocated so far for Fayette County, and that's, like I said, that's got us. We've got them scheduled. The state's doing our scheduling, so we send them basically a format of what days work best for us, and then they kind of throw it out the window and say, here's when you're doing your shots. So they've sent us our time frame to when and how many per hour that we're doing, and then they put that online to make it available for people to sign up. So like I said, we've gotten the 700. That will take us through January, and we've got almost all those spoken for. So the next, when they decide what our next allotment will be, is when we will open our scheduling back up. Now the state has come out with some strike teams, so they haven't. The last I heard, they were doing Anderson and Muncie. They were sending a strike team down to do big mass clinics and stuff like that, but they haven't gotten anything scheduled that I'm aware of anywhere in this area yet. So Reed has been doing a lot. So Reed has been doing a lot through the Coleman Center. They've been doing a clinic up there, and then even the clinic here on Western has also been helpful to get Fayette County residents in as well.
So when you go on the state website to schedule your vaccination, you may or may not be assigned to the health department. You could
pick. It'll ask you for your zip code, and then it'll give you every site available near you. Right now, if you pull up and you put our zip code in, Connorsville does show full. As is most of the county health departments around here. Well, no, it doesn't show full now because we opened back up. We have some available. So it'll show you your different options. It's been showing, if you put in Connorsville, it'll show Union County, Rush County, Brookville, Wayne County, and a few others. So you can pick whichever one you want to go to. And then you can just hit a button that says select first appointment. It'll show you when the first appointment's available.
I got a question here. Okay, this is 2 shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you call in, you get a schedule for your first shot. What happens for your second one?
We are scheduling them at the first shot. So when you come into our office, you get your first shot. You have a 15-minute waiting period, and during that waiting period, we're going ahead and going over to you and giving you a time to come back in 4 weeks. So that way we have them scheduled already, so we know they'll be back.
And they give you a card that all that filled out on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on a record card.
I got mine this morning.
So then we're scheduling through it's the State Department of Health site, and once they schedule that, it'll send you a text message with your time, and then you can confirm it, and then I think it'll send you a reminder later on, I hope. So
Anybody got anything else for Matt? Well, thanks for the update, Matt.
all right, thank you.
Okay. The county clerk sent out a email recently on her contract, annual contract for the micro voting machines contract. We have, is this it, Jane? She's not here. Pardon?
She had a funeral.
Oh, okay.
Is this on the machines we already have?
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the good ones, and not the bad ones. Okay, I'll make sure.
I don't know which ones are the good ones and the bad ones.
Well, they keep advertising them ones on TV. I
Yeah.
want to make sure we don't want to get no bad ones.
I think that was a different company they was complaining about.
That's similar to the same cost as last year.
As I recall, I think, yeah. And you would think, you know, since 2021 is not an election year, we wouldn't be doing that, but that's normal and customary because they'll be doing some things in preparation for 2022.
Now, this is approving the contract with them.
Yeah, with microvote.
I'll move to approve the contract with Microvote General Corporation for $12,000 for the voting machines.
Second.
Yeah, we have a motion and a second to approve the clerk's contract with microvote. Is there any further discussion?
Just have one question. Is that, she only has the one type of machines, or does she have others?
No, we've only got one type of machine.
And they're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same. Any more questions? All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay. Dave Rickman sent us a grant application through, is that General Mills or General Foods, David?
It's through Blue Buffalo.
General Mills.
General Mills Foundation. Okay. I looked at this online and you sent it. You guys seen that yet? I think they will grant you free dog food and stuff like that.
Free dog food and cat food.
Dog food and cat
Yes.
food.
Now, does he got to go through Joe Lisa to get this, or?
Yeah,
She has seen it and said she thought we should go for it.
She's going to do it?
I told her I would want her. It looks pretty simple.
I'll move to go ahead and apply for the application for the General Mills Dog Food and Cat Food Program. Grant.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the application for the General Mills Foundation grant application for dog and cat food at the animal show. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. 3 ayes, James.
Does this mean you're gonna have a free lunch program for them, like the school has?
Those
Bring your
cats-
dogs up at 12 o'clock and we'll feed them.
Well, as long as they're in those pens, they got their free meal. Now, if you want to get in the pen and you want a free meal, there you go, Mark. After the meeting, if you guys want to see the new truck that we got in, it's out there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Okay. We've got the 2021 emergency response contracts between the 3 volunteer fire departments. This is something we do every year, renew contracts with them. This doesn't, Jane, this doesn't give, yeah, there it is. We contribute $5,000 a year to Glenwood, Everton, and Bentonville fire departments.
It's okay with our lawyer, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's looked at it. This is the same contract as we already have. So, you guys want to renew those or not?
Should I abstain?
Yeah,
If
I'll
I'm a
move
member
to-
of Glenwood?
I'll move
I think it's
to
that big a deal.
approve the emergency response contract with the fire departments for 2021
I'll second.
Okay, we have.
with our lawyer's approval.
Yeah. We've got a motion and a second to approve the 2021 emergency response contracts with Glenwood, Everton, and Bentonville Volunteer Fire Departments. Any more discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
I'd also like to thank them guys. We do appreciate their help.
I'll start signing these and I'll pass them down. Okay. Got a couple more department heads here. Jay, do you have anything?
Good afternoon. Don't be standing over there grinning at me. Think I'm in trouble. We got pretty lucky on the weekend because we didn't get no snow. I think it all landed over Rushville and stayed over there.
That's what I hear.
From what I heard, they can keep it. It don't hurt my feelings at all.
It's not very nice.
We been out this morning. I sent them out to check their areas. We've been trimming trees. If we find any trees sticking out in the road, trying to get them out of the way in case we have to go out. And then we found that Dale called on a can out there, and we went out there and filled it in until we can get out there and dig it up and replace it. Right now is not the time you want to replace one. You will have a mud hole. And we got a call on the Boys Club Road. They're logging down there. I think they're taking 1,900 trees out, and they got one muddy mess down there. So we went down today and put some gravel and try to make it accessible for the lady in the back to get out because she was calling and complaining she couldn't get to it. I mean, she must have a little car because I drove down to it, the truck didn't have a bit of problem.
Yeah.
We try to make it the best we can for them.
And what is that, gravel road?
Yeah, that's the one where the Boys Club is, down there right before you get to Ott Road. Goes south, goes to the east or the west, goes down to the river.
Yeah.
They live all the way back there in the back. And the road stops at their house where it used to go up over the hill and come out on that river road down there, below the hill.
Yeah.
They're probably wishing they had the other road activated now. But we'll go out and we'll do some graveling on some roads that need it. Try to keep them halfway passable for the people. But we'll just kind of watch the weather, do what we can do.
Yeah. Has that Fields guy got the new furnaces hooked up yet?
We got the furnaces in, he's got them running. It's actually warmer out there than it is in the office. Figure that one out. But we got a gas leak out on our main line out there, just a seep coming on our side of it, so we're gonna have to have somebody come fix that. But I'll get somebody in on that. But they wanted us to, gas company wanted us to give them a total of how much draw we have on that valve out there. You're thinking maybe the valve ain't big enough. And I think they said it was a 400 or something like that. I would think that'd carry everything we got out there. But we'll get everything gathered up, and when the guy comes in to finish putting the fans up in there that he's gonna put up, and I'll have him check that and give us a total what the draw is on everything we got that's gas,
Yeah.
so we can tell them.
Well, they blew that valve out once before, didn't they?
That was the one down, there's one down by the road, I think, down there that blew it out.
Okay.
Yeah. That was when that furnace, and they activated that big furnace, and then it hadn't worked since. So we don't even use it, and it's the one that takes all the gas.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody got anything else for Jay?
Well, I was gonna tell you, I went over there and talked to the gentleman over in Shelbyville that we was talking about on the used equipment, trying to get a bobcat and a grinder for doing roads, and he had some other stuff I wanted to look at. And he don't want our paver. He said that big paver, he has no use for it. I said, well, that's fine. I don't care if he wants it or not.
Yeah.
But he said he'd come over and look at the old chip box and stuff like that, and we still might do some trading with him if he'll come around. But as far as that, I can't see go over there and pay cash for used equipment.
Well, he may decide later he does want that, if somebody comes looking for one.
Yeah. Hopefully we still got it when he decides that.
Yeah.
Is that paver still good?
Yeah, it still works.
City's hunting for a paver.
Who was?
The city is.
City's hunting for one?
They're talking about doing their own paving in the alleys. and
Yeah, but it's
stuff.
too big for their alleys. Yeah, because they need that small one for the alleys. This one you can do the whole street at one time. That's the way we did it. We did the whole road at one time. That way you ain't got you don't have a seam right down the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, somebody will want it.
Yeah. It's not costing us nothing sitting there.
No.
It's sitting up at the park right now.
Well. Okay. Well,
You ain't got nothing else.
no, I don't, I'm not gonna give you a hard time today.
Well, you might as well. Everybody else has.
We're saving them for next month.
Yeah.
Gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay.
Okay.
Bill, did you have anything? Okay. Okay. Mail, anybody got any mail they want to share? Okay, old business. You guys got anything under old business? I'll bring up one thing from our last meeting. We was making annual appointments. We didn't have anybody to go on the tourism board. Well, as I told you guys last week, I contacted the manager at the Woodridge Inn, and she served on that board previously, and she called me yesterday and said she would do it again if we wanted her to. And her name is Amanda Stevens. So Amanda Stevens is willing to serve on as our representative on tourism board if that's our wish. And I don't have anybody else that's contacted me or anybody that I've talked to about it, you know, that's interested in doing it. So, yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
I'll move to put her on the board for tourism.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to appoint Amanda Stevens on the tourism board to replace Lindsay Brooks for a 2-year term. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Okay. That's all I can think of under old business. New business, we just took care of the annual contracts for the firefighters. I was looking at this pile over here instead of the way Jane had it listed on the agenda. Under new business, there's something else that we didn't do last meeting. We didn't reappoint our county attorney. And after thinking long and hard about this, I don't know. I don't know if to say it better or not. What do you guys think?
What do you say, Jane?
Tough decision.
I think we should redo it. Give him another chance.
Another chance that doesn't sound very appealing. That sounds as if I've been flawed in the past. I'm making up for it.
I'll move to reappoint our attorney.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to reappoint Jeff Wesling as our county attorney officially. Any more discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you, lady and gentlemen.
Yeah. Also under new business, we had, back in past March, we locked all the doors to the courthouse instead of the main entrance out here. And we've learned a lot more about COVID and how it spreads or doesn't spread since then. And if you guys feel like it's no longer useful, COVID-wise, to have those extra doors locked, we can unlock them. What do you guys think about that?
I'll move to unlock the doors.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to have Bill Gregg back to unlocking all the courthouse doors at the start of business each day, like we did prior to March of last year. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Another thing I want to ask you guys about, this project that we've been talking about now for the last 2 or 3 years for the Dollar General store. I know we've had, we've got a new commissioner and we've got some new council members. How long do you want to let this thing sit at top dead center before trying to move it one way or the other? Do you want to have open a discussion with the council and see what they are willing to tolerate on this? Or
I think we should.
Ain't nothing gonna get done unless we start making moves.
That's right. Well, in all fairness, I think that the new council members certainly need to be brought up to date on it and let them air their views on it and see if we can form a consensus on what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And if we can, we'll try to get something going on that. You guys are in agreement on that?
Aye.
Okay. Well, I'll make some contacts with the council and see if we can, see if they're amenable to a joint meeting or something with us. And if that's okay with you guys, and see if we can get this thing kick-started again. I know Mark and I have been through this 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, you just had some of them,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to take it all away.
Well, I'll let you guys know something as soon as I hear something from them. Okay. I don't have anything else on new business.
All right, we'll move to approve the claims and payroll.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve claims and payroll. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 3 ayes, Jane. We skipped patron concerns. We're going to be signing claims here. Is there anybody in the audience? Dick, you got anything you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. All right. December, you won't have to sign that one, but Mark will.
Just your signature. That financial commitment letter. That might be the one.
Okay. All done? We forgetting anything? Seems like every meeting, we get home and realize we forgot something. We forgetting anything today, Jane? Don't tell me 15 minutes from now.
That's when I'll think of it though.
All right.
I'll move to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much.